Every major scale you have ever learned is secretly carrying a passenger. Hidden inside it, using not a single extra note, is a complete minor scale. Same keys, same fingers, same 7 pitches in the same order, and yet one of them sounds bright and settled while the other sounds dark and a little sad. People treat major and minor as opposites, 2 separate worlds you have to learn one at a time. They are not. Pick any major scale, and there is a minor scale built from the exact same notes, waiting underneath it like a twin. Musicians call these two the relative major and the relative minor, and once you can see the pair, you have effectively learned 2 scales for the price of 1. Let's start with the friendliest example on the whole keyboard and pull that hidden twin out into the open. Take C major, the one scale that uses only the white keys. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and home again on C. Nothing skipped, nothing added. Now I am not going to change a single one of those notes. Instead, I am going to count up through the scale and stop on a very particular step. 1. The note C. 2. D. 3. E, 4, F. 5. G to 6, the note A. That 6th note, A, is the secret. The minor scale that shares all of C major's notes is the one that begins on the 6th degree. We call it the relative minor because it is related to the major by blood, the very same notes, and it lives on degree 6. In C major, degree 6 is A, so the relative minor of C major is A minor. Hold on to that landmark, the 6th note of the scale, because it is the doorway to the twin. So let's actually play A minor and watch what happens. Instead of treating A as note number 6, we are going to treat it as the new home base, the note everything points back to. Climb from there using only the white keys. A, then B, then C, then D, then E, then F, then G, and finally back up to A an octave higher. Look at what we just played. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Not one black key in sight. Those are the exact same 7 white keys we used for C major, the very same pitches, just entered through a different door. C major and A minor are not similar scales. They are the same collection of notes. If you wrote them out on paper, the lists would be identical. The only thing that changed is which note we are calling home. And that one change, which note you call home, is the whole ballgame. It seems like it should not matter. Same 7 notes, surely they sound the same? Play them and you will hear the truth instantly. When C is home and the scale leans towards C, everything feels open, resolved, sunlit. The major sound. But shift the center of gravity to A, let your ear treat A as the resting place, and those identical notes turn shadowy and serious. The minor sound. Nothing was added and nothing was taken away. The notes did not move. Your sense of home moved. The distance from home up to the 3rd note is what your ear is really judging. In C major that gap is wide and bright. In A minor the 3rd note arrives sooner, a touch closer, and that small difference is what your ear reads as sad. Same notes, 2 completely different moods, decided entirely by where you plant your feet. Now for the genuinely useful part, the shortcut that lets you do this in any key, not just the easy one. You do not have to count up to the 6th degree every time. There is a faster route, and it works backwards. Starting from the major scale's home note, count down 3 semitones, 3 of the smallest steps on the keyboard, and you land directly on the relative minor. Try it from C. Down 1 semitone from C is the note B, down 2 is the note B flat. Down 3 lands you on A. There it is, A minor, the relative of C major, in 3 quick steps. The same trick works everywhere. From G major, count down 3 semitones and you reach the note E, so the relative minor of G major is E minor. From F major, down 3 semitones takes you to the note D, giving you D minor. Whatever major scale you are in, drop 3 semitones from its home note and you have instantly found its minor twin, no counting up through 7 degrees required. So here is what you actually walked away with. One set of notes can wear 2 faces. Choose the major home and it shines. Choose the home a minor third below, 3 semitones down, and the very same notes turn dark. That is the relationship between a relative major and its relative minor, and it is one of the most economical ideas in all of music, because every key signature you will ever meet is shared by exactly 1 major and 1 minor scale, a matched pair sitting on the same set of sharps or flats. That shared key signature is the thread we pull next, when we lay out every key in music on a single elegant diagram called the circle of fifths, and you will see these major and minor twins lined up side by side, the whole map finally clicking into place.